Alright, we're back. Another video. As you guys saw in the last video or two, we were at Drift Evergreen having a blast. We got a lot of fun driving in, so that was cool. As you also saw, I broke my car, so we're going to work on fixing that today. I also got some fresh upgrades in. I ordered them like yesterday. They're already here, so that's awesome. I've got a good buddy of mine. He has a tint business. He's coming to put some colored tint on the Beamer for me. So we got a lot of cool things going on, and stick around and find out. Also, we have merch down below. Always, we don't really talk about it too much because we don't want to like cram it down your throat, but we do have some. It's pretty cool. Check it out. Thank you. Bye. So working on getting the power steering pump off and the radiator out. I got a new rad. I didn't tell you what I guys got, but new rad. The coolant had like pressure in it, and the car hasn't ran in a few days, so that was weird. I checked the oil, doesn't seem to have a blown head gasket or anything, so I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. The whole cooling system on this car like doesn't function very great. From like every line likes to drip occasionally, and the cooling system was just eh. So we're gonna get it looking good, so we got no problems. Power steering pump's off. So I gotta bring this to AutoZone and pick up the new one and drop the core off. Saves me like 40 bucks. And we're gonna, I guess, pull the rad off. I wasn't really planning on doing that, and Tyler came out here and was like, I'm doing it. So we're gonna test fit the new rad today, I guess. Alright, so we got the old rad out. CSF rad. It did the job very well on stock horsepower cars, but it's just too small for the application we are currently doing. Bang. That's our new box. We're gonna open it up, see what we got. Tyler's already digging into the brand shroud. I swear he opens all of my parts that I buy. Always.
I got one. Now this looks small. Now I'm concerned. Yeah, I thought you got a bigger one.
Well, I can't really get much bigger, so. It's very similar size, a lot thicker. The tubing inside should be thicker, so it should cool a lot better.
That was like the big thing, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna get it cut open and look at it in a second. So this is our rad. It's just a Summit, like LS Pro cooling swap rad. It's pretty thick. It's pretty big. You want to cut them, or is it just separate?
I want to just kind of rip the. Try to keep cardboard on it.
So we're gonna get it fully up, and we'll compare the two side by side, like Johnson's, to see how the girth is. So this is the new rad.
Grab a tape measure. Hold up.
This is the old rad. As you can see, thin, no girth, like twice as girthy. Tyler's gonna grab a tape measure. I think this is like only 2 inch thick. I think this is 3.
All right, old rad. 2 inch.
Old rad, 2 inch.
3 inch.
To 3 inch. And then they're pretty similar core sizes. I think the new one is, like I said, a slightly bigger core size, like minimal. We're talking fractions of inches. And then, like I said, just the tubing inside, so what the water actually flows through, is a lot bigger, so it cools a lot more effectively. So we're gonna test fit it and see what it looks like in the car, if it fits. All right, so I think Tyler and I have figured out where we're gonna put the rad. We're actually gonna, I think, just notch out these, I guess, like supports for the front clip, I guess, because the front end's removable, so it's literally just like the upright that kind of holds the front on. So we're gonna notch these slightly and tuck the rad slightly, not technically under this, but a little further, like kind of under it, not really.
If we move it this far forward, it's probably gonna be all the way out to here.
So yeah, like under this, the rad cap will sit like right here. We might have to notch this for the rad cap to give up a little bit more space in between the motor and the fans, just so air flows better through everything.
With an inch thicker rad, we gain 1.5 inches.
Yeah, by moving it forward a little bit, we're gonna gain some clearance. So I think we're gonna do that. I think that's the plan. I think it sounds good. So we test fit the bracket, or not the bracket, the rad and the side brackets that come on the rad down here, right there. Again, they're just generic brackets. It's not for this car, so we are shaving them down to actually clear the frame rails. So we're cutting like 6 inches off them or something like that. And then we are gonna test fit it again and see kind of how we have to make the brackets work. But it should fit and it should look good. So part of the cooling system overhaul I'm doing, I'm actually putting a thermostat back in the car, just because it was easier than the fix. So when I did the thermostat delete, I actually didn't know you have to plug something inside the water pump. So now the water pump's on, I don't really want to do it. It's just easier to put a low temp thermostat back in it, which is fine. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah, so I've been working on getting that done. Got it pulled off and whatnot. I'm getting the mating surfaces cleaned up while the battery charges for the cutoff wheel, so I can keep cutting the mounts off the rad. I think that should be good, so I'm probably gonna resume that before I gotta find some RTVs to make a gasket for the thermostat. So back to cutting. So it's Saturday now. It's a little later in the day actually. It's maybe like 5 p.m. I haven't done much to the BMW yet. I just got the pulley pressed on to the power steering pump there. So on top of getting the power steering pump pressed on, I actually had my old boss when I used to work at a detail shop come tint the windows on the BMW. I ordered like chromish colored tint, so I didn't have enough to do the whole car. I had enough to do the back half, which is fine because the front windows are always down at the track anyway. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a bronzish gold to complement the green, so it should look pretty good. So I got a little bit more done, nothing crazy. I've been kind of just hanging out. Power steering pump's back on. I believe when I turned in the core, I left the cap on it, so I ordered another cap. I got some brackets made out for the radiator, this is the passenger side. And what we're gonna do is weld those plates like kind of over this part of the front section, and then put riv nuts in, and then use the mounting there and just like riv nut it on, something like that. Maybe nut and bolt, same concept either way. So we're looking good there. Probably have Tyler weld those on tomorrow. It's like 7 o'clock already. I think he's kind of just chilling for the rest of the night. I want to pressure wash the car, clean the car up. Maybe I'll do that tonight or tomorrow, because obviously we flung power steering fluid everywhere. Yeah, otherwise I think that's probably going to be it for tonight. We'll pick back up tomorrow, so like next clip probably. Have fun. Back working on the car. It is Monday night. I got home from work. It's about 6 o'clock. I'm actually going to work on getting the front end pulled off so Tyler can weld up the brackets onto these front bars right here. They're going to sit like in this. And I'm going to get that pulled off. He's been cleaning up the garage, making it look nice. I'm going to get this pulled off really quick, and then I'll probably help him out in the garage in there. Alright, so I'm going to continue working on my car. It's been like a few days, been a weird week. Long nights at work and whatnot. I was away at my girlfriend's for the weekend, so we're going to continue with the coolant system. I also got some other things for the car, small stuff, but we're going to pick back up. It's Father's Day. Tyler and his dad are up at the track today at Ready Set Drift, so I'll probably throw some of that footage in here, or if he's got enough, that'll be its own video. We'll see what he's got. I'm gonna keep working, hopefully get the coolant system dialed in really quick and be done. Using some of the pipes from the old setup I had, I'm gonna cut them, make them work. So we're gonna get cutting this now. So if I hold this, I gotta trim a little bit off this coupler to get the right length, but it goes this way. And then you can see how close those are there. So I'm gonna probably cut a good few more inches off of this, so it's got enough in each end. But pretty simple there, so should be pretty basic. All right, so I got all the coolant Eliza's lines plumbed up and ran. I'll show you that now. So this here's the upper line, super nice. Got the hard pipe in the middle. I like this look a lot more. And then same thing down low, 90 to a hard pipe to a 90 in. I just have to run the overflow and then the steam port, well, yeah, then the steam port's down here, overflow here, super quick, just 2 little rubber lines just like this here, and then that'll be done. I gotta just wire the fans up, bleed the coolant, and then the coolant system's overhauled. If this doesn't work, I will have to custom make a shroud. The shroud I ordered can't really make work, so that's hostile. But then the coolant system's done.
Oh, there you gotta go, bro.